Hi everyone. So at this point, we already know how to recognize that some multiple of 45 plus some multiple of 33 is going to equal 3 because their greatest common factor, the greatest common factor of 45 and 33 is equal to 3. So we know that there's some difference between two of their multiples that will be 3. Now the question is, which multiple of 45 and which multiple of 33? So we have to find out x and y, and we're going to use the Euclidean algorithm again, but with more detail this time. We're going to write it out, but we're going to keep track of which number was subtracted from which number, and we're going to express every quantity in terms of the original two numbers. So let me show you how this goes. We're going to start off with 45 and 33, and it doesn't actually matter which one you pick to be on the top or the bottom, because our aim is in the end to end up with the same two numbers on the top and bottom, so it doesn't matter. And once again, I'm putting a squiggly line between them because I want to make sure that we don't mistake these for fractions. So what do I do each time? I'm going to subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. So this time I'm going to write it out. So I know that 45 minus 33 is 12, but I'm going to leave it in this form. So I'm just going to keep 45 minus 33 up here. And on the bottom, I'm going to write 33. And I'm just going to make a little note to myself up here that 45 minus 33 is equal to 12, just so I can clearly see what I'm working with. That's just a note to us. Okay, next up. So 12 is smaller than 33, and I'm not going to touch that. So I'm going to rewrite 45 minus 33 on top. And on the bottom, I need to subtract 33 from, I need to subtract 12 from 33. So I'm going to write 33 minus, but I'm not going to write 12. I'm going to put 45 minus 33. So maybe I can simplify this a little bit. Let's rewrite it. I'm going to write 45 minus 33 on top. Over top, and let's get rid of these brackets. So if I get rid of these brackets, that is going to be 33 minus 45, and this is going to turn into plus 33. So I can rearrange it. I can say 33 plus 33 minus 45. And another way I can write that is 45 minus 33. Oh, I meant to make this a squiggly line. Don't forget, these are not fractions. And then instead of 33 plus 33, I'm just going to write 2 times 33. And I'm going to leave minus 45. Okay, let's move on to the next step. And let's make a note that 45 minus 33 is 12. And this comes to 66 minus 45, which is 21. Okay, just so we can see which one's bigger. So I'm going to leave the top as it is, 45 minus 33. And on the bottom, this is getting complicated, I'm going to subtract 12 again. So I'm writing 2 times 33 minus 45 minus 45 minus 33. And we're going to rewrite that once again. The top doesn't change. 45 minus 33. And here I am once again gonna get rid of this bracket. This will turn into a plus. So now I've got 3 33s, as you can see. So I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna write 3 times 33. Let's put it in brackets. And minus, I've got 2 minus 45s. So minus 2 times 45. Just like that. Okay, if you're thinking this is kind of tedious, you're right, but it's gonna work. And 21 minus 12 is 9. So I'm just gonna put that right here. That's 9. Right there. Okay, next step. I'm going to go through a few of these steps, and you guys should pause the video and do it yourself and then restart it, and hopefully we're at the same spot. So as it turns out, this is taking up quite a bit of room on my virtual chalkboard here, so I'm just going to pause and let you guys see what I did for this step before I have to scroll up more. So at this point, I got the top to be 3 and the bottom is 9. And as you know, what we want is for the top to be the same as the bottom. So there are still a few steps ahead of us. I'm going to pause again and let you work out the rest until the top is 3 and the bottom is 3. All right, here's a shot of the next step before I pause and do one more step. All right, so hopefully you guys got to the point where you've got 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom, even though they both look much more complicated than that. Let's rewrite this without brackets, because we can. So I'm just going to write 3 times 45 minus 4 times 33 on the top. And on the bottom we have 11 times 33 minus 8 times 45. Now let's observe this. Let's grab a different color pen. On the top, I've got something multiplied by 45 minus something multiplied by 33, and I know that this is worth 3. On the bottom, the same thing. So 3 multiplied by 45 and negative 4 multiplied by 33 makes 3. Also, 11 multiplied by 33 plus negative 8 multiplied by 45 will give us 3. So let's think about the original equation that was our question. We had 45x plus 33y equals 3. Well, we've found out what that x and that y could be. Looking at the two equations up here, we can substitute. Instead of x, we can say 45 times up here 3 plus, on the top, 33 is multiplied by negative 4, and that makes 3. Also, we can say 45 times, on the bottom here we have negative 8 plus 33 times 11. That will also make 3. If you like, you can try it out on your calculator, but this is how we figured out what the values of x and y are. So for part B, we want to apply our findings to the well problem. So we want to take 3 gallons of water out of a well, but we only have a 45-gallon bucket and a 33-gallon bucket. So let's use our findings. How do we do this? Well, seeing what we did above, we can use the 45 gallon bucket 3 times and dump all that water into a tub that we have somewhere or a larger bucket. And then we want to take 4 of the 33-gallon bucket out and put it back in the well. So 3 times of the 45-gallon bucket in and 4 times of the 33-gallon bucket out. And then we'll be left with 3 gallons, which is what we wanted. Or the second thing that we found out is, can do it another way. We can take, this will be our 33 and this will be our 45. We can also use the second example. We can take 11 times the 33-gallon bucket, put it into our tub, and then we can take 8 times the 45-gallon bucket out and put that back in the well. So 8 times that. And once again, we'll be left with 3 gallons in our tub, which is what we want. So part C is asking whether we can take out 10 gallons of water using a 33-gallon bucket and a 45-gallon bucket. So that equation looks something like this. Is this possible? So some multiple of 33 combined with some multiple of 45. Can that give us 10? Well, we found out that the greatest common factor of 33 and 45 is 3. So any difference between any of their multiples will also be a multiple of 3. Is 10 a multiple of 3? No, it is not. So unfortunately, it will be impossible to take exactly 10 gallons out of the well using just a 33-gallon bucket and a 45-gallon bucket.